one thing that a lot of students don't like is factorizing. And believe me, I'm with you. I don't like factorizing either. Okay, but let's have a look at this one. So in your exam, you often going to have this type of a question where it will say factorize fully, and then you're going to have two items. One item minus the second item. Now, when you have this type of situation, that is coming from one number to the power of 2 minus the second number to the power of 2. Now, when they are saying factorize, that means represent or present it in the form of multiplication, because what factors are, factor multiplied by a factor gives me an outcome of that multiplication, which is product. So when they are saying factorize, they are giving you the outcome of that multiplication product, and they're saying, okay, so tell me what are the two different things that were multiplied by each other. And that's what I'm saying. When we have our expression presented that way, one item minus the second item, what I'm looking at is this. The first item is a to the power of 2, so it's some number that is taken to the power of 2. And then the second item, again, it is some number that is taken to the power of 2. Now, once we can identify a and b, then we can say a plus b was multiplied by a minus b. So I need to figure out if 9 is number taken to the power of 2, therefore what number was taken to the power of 2 to give me 9. Now, if you are not sure, don't forget that you basically take a square root of that 9, and that means that number is 3. So I know that I'm going to have 3 here, multiply, and again here I'm going to have 3. Now, by the way, just to make that clear, it doesn't matter which bracket have plus and minus. The point is, one bracket have plus, one bracket have minus, and that's the most important thing. Now, let's consider the second element, which is a little bit more complex, because here I have two different things. I have 25 and I have y to the power of 2, and we are saying that together there was a number that was taken to the power of 2 that gave me that. Now, when it comes to the letter, that is simple enough. When I'm considering, well, what was that number before it was taken to the power of 2? Well, it was just y, isn't it? When we take y to the power of 2, it was just y to the power of 2. But what about 25? What number taken to the power of 2 will give me 25? And again, if you are not sure, we can take a square root of 25 and we're going to find out, and that is 5. So that's my second element here, 5y, and here 5y. So we can present that as a multiplication of 3 plus 5y multiply by 3 minus 5y. Now, this formula is not in your table, so it is a formula to know. Do you need to know this formula? Well, I can tell you it's extremely handy to know this formula, so I would encourage you to know it and know how to use it.